Data is the new oil. Yes, you heard me right. It is the new oil. And if you learn just a few data skills, it can be a life-changing reward. Yes, I understand getting started can be quite challenging and cumbersome. But with the right resources and right procedure, it can be very smooth. Hi there, my name is Muta. I'm a data scientist and I have worked with 2 companies in the US whilst I was pursuing my undergraduate degree right here in Ghana. And in this video, I'll share with you 5 perspectives from my journey and I hope you enjoy from that. The first tip I would like to share with you is to master the fundamentals. Understanding the basics of all concepts like statistics, mathematics, and data manipulation is crucial. A lot of the time, I hear people saying that you don't need to know math or any of these skills before you get started. But that is not the case. Don't get me wrong, I don't want to disprove anybody's theory here, and that's not my mission. But understanding these fundamentals help you to, build a solid foundation that can help you in future to do a lot of better things on them. Don't be overwhelmed by the huge things you see others doing. Just take your time and master the basics. Just think of this. If you want to build a skyscraper, you have to start from a solid foundation. Now, if you build and your foundation is very solid and grounded, no matter the architecture, it will stand for many years. But if your foundation is not good, no matter what you do, no matter how beautiful the skyscraper is, it's going to fall in no time. So that is my advice. And I would encourage you not to spend so much time on these basic concepts. A month or 2 will be fine depending on your learning speed and comprehension abilities. Make sure you are comfortable with these concepts, and these concepts may include things like probability distributions, basic statistics, and basic algebra. Trust me, having a good grasp of these basics would make your work very much easier and more effective. So for resources I would recommend for this include books, YouTube videos, blog posts, and courses on platforms like Coursera, Khan Academy, Udemy, and any of your choice. There is no one way of learning these days, or there is no one method that works well. Everybody has his or her unique ways of, learning. Everybody would have what works well for him or her, and I would encourage you to check what works well for you. And tip number 2 is to get hands-on experience. Theory is important, but applying what you've learned in real-world scenario is where the real growth. Pick up a project idea of your choice and work on that. Projects do not only build your confidence, but they are also a great way to sharpen your skills. You get to 2 projects, you get to know and taste how data science projects are done in companies. And this is a great way, to really have a taste of the industry before you even apply or land your first job. During my studies, I worked on numerous projects, and these projects actually gave me practical experience and boosted my confidence. These projects do not only sharpen your skills, like I said, but they also give you work experience, and you can convert some of your projects to work experience when applying for jobs. Most of the times you see data science roles and data roles like data analyst and other ones require you to have some minimum 2 years or 3 years experience. So one way to get this experience is through getting projects done. And this, if your project is very amazing, it can be seen as a work experience. Platforms like Kaggle offer real data sets you can work on. They also offer some competitions you can participate in. Some are free, some are also paid. If you win, you're going to get some money in your pocket as well. You can also contribute to some open source projects. And when you go on Kaggle and see any projects you find important, you can pick the project and replicate it. It is normal when you're starting to pick someone's project and try to replicate. It is normal. Through that, you learn how they were able to solve certain situations or problems, and you apply them into your own projects. Now, after picking some people's projects and studying them, it is now time you pick a project of your choice. Normally, you pick a niche where you really find interesting, whether it is finance, whether it is accounting, whether it is environment, whether it is climate, or whether it is anything, NLP or whatever you want. Then you pick that particular niche, go on Kaggle, search for a data set on whatever you want to do project or any other sources where you can find data on the internet, and try to replicate or try to do the project. Add all the skills you've learned and those you got from other people's projects. And I believe that through this, you would really could. Now, when you build these projects, don't keep them to yourself. Create a portfolio on GitHub or maybe or any other platform which can help you showcase your projects. Let people know about what you're doing. And I'm very, very confident that this is going to work for you and this would really open a lot of doors for you. I did the same thing and I saw the results. I was posting a lot of my projects and talking about them on LinkedIn. That was how I was able to land my 2 roles on LinkedIn whilst I was pursuing my undergrad. So this is tip number 2 for you. So the third tip I would like to share with you is to learn how to communicate your insights effectively. This is something a lot of people don't talk about, but I have found to be very, very crucial and life-changing, life-saving skill throughout my journey in the 2 companies I've worked with. It is one skill, or it is one thing to analyze data and another to convey your findings to non-technical stakeholders. This skill has been a game changer in my career entirely. Honestly, it has been more than even a game changer. A lot of the time, you will be working with non-technical people like managers and HR and others who will really have a good understanding of codes and numbers. Your ability to communicate your findings will be a great asset to your success as a data professional. You master the art of data visualization, color combinations, and public speaking to communicate your findings effectively, to enhance, understanding for these people. Mind you, most of the times your work will be used by these non-technical people to, take decisions, or your work or your findings would actually be used to fuel decision making in your company. So trust me, sometimes your work may be very great, but because you don't know how to communicate your insights, it can be a little bit of headache. So you having a good communication skill is really, really crucial, as much as you need a very good programming and other hardcore skills to do your work. Master the art of creating, or master the art of being able to transform your complex codes and then numbers to very intuitive stories and storytelling technique, and with the aid of these amazing visualizations and good colors, which would help these people to learn or understand your works without really stressing like that. And if you want to practice, I would encourage you to practice this by techniques like writing blog posts or creating presentations and speaking at meetups. If you want to also take courses too, if you are the type who mostly want to learn through courses, which is not bad at all, but for me, I don't like to take courses a lot of the time. I have also other ways of learning. But if you are that type, then you can take courses in public speaking and effective communication. Platforms like Coursera and others, Udemy and the other popular ones, or any of the choice you think or you have in mind. And LinkedIn and Medium are 2 platforms I've really, really found to be great platforms for writing your insights or sharing your insights. Always mind you, or keep in mind, that you don't need to keep what you do, the great things you do, to yourself. You have to always let people know. So you can write blog posts on LinkedIn or Medium or any of the popular blog posting sites, and through that you will learn how to communicate your findings effectively. And this would really save you a lot of headaches and fights and quarrels between you and your managers most of the time. Tip number 4 is to stay updated with industry trends. The data industry, as we all know, is constantly evolving, and staying on top of new tools and skills can be very, very crucial, and more than even that. This technique has really helped me to stay relevant and competitive in my field most of the times. For example, a few years ago, you just needed Excel, Power BI or Tableau and SQL skills to land a data analyst role. But now, most data analysts or data analysis roles require you to have some solid programming skills and some knowledge of AI. AI has come to change a lot of things, and it keeps on getting better and better. So when you go to the workplaces these days, the roles of data professionals are changing. New roles are being created, and some are also being modified heavily from day to day. So it is very, very essential, even more than the word essential, to always stay updated and stay on top of new trends so that you don't become redundant or obsolete in this ever-evolving field of AI. Now, some of my recommendations to help you stay on top of the curve is to actually follow industry leaders on LinkedIn. There are great people on LinkedIn with huge experiences and always getting first-hand information about new things, and they are sharing their experiences here and there on LinkedIn. You can follow me too on LinkedIn, or you can follow a lot of people, great people, hiring managers and VPs and all those ones on LinkedIn, and these people can really help you to stay on top of the curve and prevent yourself being obsolete in the next future to come. You can also join data science groups or attend webinars where most people share their experiences and share their expectations and future missions they see. Blogs from sites or from companies like Data Science Central, Towards Data Science, and my own blog, which is on LinkedIn, called Data Science Decoded. And podcast can also be very excellent choice for you to update yourself. It is really, really important, and I'm going to stress on these things. If you don't keep yourself updated, you can be learning, but be learning the old thing, and you would end up, like in a very, very far distance behind what is currently, accepted or what is currently happening in the field. So please just always make sure that you stay updated with industry trends, and you will be safe. My last and final tip for you is to network and build relationships. Your network is always said to be your net worth. Always remember that. Networking has opened up countless opportunities for me, from job offers to collaborative projects, which I'm going to share with you in just a moment. Attend meetups with industry experts, conferences, and use platforms like LinkedIn to connect with professionals. These events can be virtual or in-person. When you are at events too, let your presence be felt. Don't be afraid to reach out to people whose work you admire. Building a strong professional network can significantly advance your career. My both jobs, like I promised to tell you before, all my both two jobs were as a result of recommendations from my network on LinkedIn. A friend of mine on LinkedIn recommended me to my first company, and the CEO reached out to me directly to discuss business. My second role too was recommended to me by my friend and mentee who met my next boss at the hospital. Somehow my name was mentioned and I got a job. Boom. Hooray. And I hope you will enjoy my story. You like it. Always make sure that your connections are healthy and respectful. Please don't go and be abusing people and be invading their privacies in the name of networking and building connections. Make sure that you do it in the right way. There you go. Here are my 5 perspectives for you. 1 is to master the fundamentals. 2 is to get hands-on experience. 3 is to communicate insights. 4 is to stay updated with industry trends. And the last one is to network effectively. Implementing these skills or these tips will help you to excel as a data professional. Note that these tips are tested and proven by me, and they are going to help you too. If you found these tips helpful, give the video a thumbs up and share your thoughts in the comments. I would be more than glad to read them. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more contents like this. Thanks for watching. I am Muta, and I will see you in the next video. Assalamu alaikum.